Hey guys, how's everyone going? Happy Easter. I'm really excited about today's video because I know that so many of you guys have actually got your stuff out and are going to be doing this whole look with me. Super excited. So while we wait for a few more people to come on board, firstly, let me know in the chat. Are you guys ready? Do you have all your makeup out? Remember, I did say get everything out so that you can do this along with me. If you don't want to, it's fine. You can always obviously rewatch it and do it. But I'm very excited about this video. And I've had a haircut, guys. So happy because I was not feeling my whole hair color because I've gone dark, not intentionally, but I don't like it. I'm used to having, you know, some blonde in there and it being very ashy, but, you know, I'm not feeling the whole dark hair. I'm just not used to it. Doesn't matter what you say, I don't like it. I don't like it. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited because excited to like kind of like get started with this. Just want to make sure I've got, yeah. Okay, so hi guys. So let me just say a quick hello while we're waiting for everyone. Hi Lynette, good to see you again. I wish I could see you like your faces, guys. It would be so nice if I could actually see your faces because I recognize all the names because obviously you guys are here every week. And Mona, you're watching from Australia. Thank you so much. We've got Janet. And some of you, obviously, your names are not as your usernames like slightly different to your actual name. So I'm not too sure like what I would call you, but I'm just going to say hi. And we have Summer. We have Sharon. We've got Maritza. We've got Angela, Erica. Hi, guys. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are having a great Easter. And while we're waiting, how has your weekend been? How's it been so far? I have had a pretty good weekend. Bobby was away for the weekend. He went on this whole cycling trip and it looked amazing. He was like cycling in the dunes and everything. It looked so good. And I took yesterday to actually catch up on some work and did a lot of kind of like, what did I do? A lot of walking, actually. I decided to just go on a crazy long walk and got so many steps in. And then today, I've been chilling. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today because I knew I was going to be obviously going live this evening. So anyway, let's get started. So has everyone got everything ready? Let me know. I know we're not all going to be at the same time, but I really I'm so excited about doing this with you guys because I feel like it's going to be completely new for all of you. Like obviously watching videos is fine and you learn so much from them and hopefully you do from my videos. But the thing that's different about this is that it's live. So you can kind of like, you know, I've given you a list beforehand. And oh, this is what I wanted to say. Always make sure you keep an eye on the community page. That community page on my YouTube channel is for us. It's for this community. It's for us guys to kind of interact with one another, to kind of like be on the same page with things that we're doing, especially with these lives. And that's why I put that post up, which had a list of everything that you're going to need for today. It doesn't matter if you don't have the same brands as me. I totally understand that, but I would assume you've got most of the stuff. If you don't, you can substitute it for something that you do have and we can create the look that way. So hopefully it's still going to help. So ready, set up last night. I love it, Lynette. I love that. She's like, I set up last night. That's so cool. Okay, and some of you are obviously, because a lot of you guys are obviously based in the US and in other places where it's a lot earlier in the day. Here it's 8 p.m. So after this, I'm going to have my chamomile tea, take my makeup off, have a shower, and get into bed. So, but for you guys, I know you guys are going to be going out and spending the day together, like not together, but you know, like you're going to be out and about. So I'm really interested to see how your makeup stays on all day. Obviously, I want to add to this at the beginning that this takes practice. So watching me do this and you doing it at the same time doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are like have done it the first time and you're like, but it still doesn't like stay put. It takes practice and it takes like kind of, it's almost like breaking everything down and perfecting those little small bits. And in the end, you get the whole thing that turns out really well and the whole thing is perfected. And the way that I like to look at it, and this is how I used to, when I used to teach aspiring makeup artists in my academy, back in the UK, I used to basically break everything down to them. So, for example, when I used to say things like, okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're going to do the brows. I wasn't just saying, right, we're going to get the pencil and we're going to start like shaping it this way, because they need to know how you hold the pencil. At what angle do you hold the pencil? What should your pressure be like? So, what I'm saying is everything that you're doing, it will take time to break all of those small parts down and perfect all those little bits in between. And then in turn, you will get much better at it. So hopefully that all makes sense. So again, happy Easter to all the newbies that have just joined as well. And anyone new who hasn't come on this live before, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live. Super excited to have you here. Hopefully you guys are going to love it and become part of the family. So let's get started. We have nothing on the face at the moment. I'm going to add some moisturizer. So I'm using my IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream moisturizer. And I'm just going to put this all over. I put a decent amount on. So if you are going to work and obviously you're doing your makeup, you want your face to be nicely moisturized, because you do want to make sure that your skin is looked after during the day. The best way that I can describe this to you is you want to look at your skincare and your makeup as two separate things. There's going to be a barrier in between. So your skincare is there to look after your skin, obviously, through the day, but it's also there to make sure that it's almost like protecting your skin as well, and kind of like almost like a cushioning effect for your skin before you apply your primer and then your makeup. So we're going to let that sink in. And I've got my eye cream, which is my Drunk Elephant Ceramide AF Eye Balm, and I've just got a little bit on my finger there, and we are going to just put this around the eyes. I don't put it too close to the eyes. Okay, just reading some of your messages. Oh, okay. Yes, excited. So if you have any questions along the way, feel free to ask as well, and I will do my best to answer them. Okay, so let me just get my hair out of the way. Okay, so we've got the moisturizer on and we've got the eye cream on. Now, next up, we're going to put the primer on. We're going to let the skincare sink in for a second, right, before we actually go straight in with the primer. And while I do that, let me just share with you something super exciting that I have that's just released. So you guys know how much I love Doll 10, right? Because you've seen me use their products so much. Let me just quickly tell you, when I first received their products, they initially kind of reached out to send over some products. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try them out. And when I received them, I was like, this is really pretty packaging and everything, but is it good? Because, there are so many makeup brands around. And as a content creator, a pro makeup artist, someone who uses makeup on a daily basis, and not just for myself, but for clients, and also testing for different brands as well, you kind of like see so many brands, and it's easy to kind of get lost because so many of them are the same, but just different packaging. Now, when I first tried Doll 10, I didn't think I was gonna, just because it was just like I just made a judgment where with a lot of brands that I receive, I sometimes kind of think, am I going to end up using this later on? I don't know. I've not heard of the brand or anything. But oh my God, I started using it and then I just couldn't stop using it. I think I have, ever since I started using Doll 10, I reckon nearly every video since I've started using it has a Doll 10 product in there. So, and they carried on sending me some more stuff. And every time I do receive a package of theirs, I do get excited now, because I'm like, okay, I really loved what the last one did. I'm really excited to see what this does now. And I'm yet to use all of the products within the range. And I am really excited to try some of it because I've heard some good things. But I genuinely fell in love with their Infinite Color eye crayons, because I started using them on my face. And I was just really excited about it because I even though it says there for the eyes, and me, I always say to you guys that it doesn't matter what it says on the packaging. If you feel that the texture works right, and obviously if it's safe to do so, then you can use it anywhere else on the face, And obviously, if an eye pencil can be used near the eyes, then it's going to be fine on the cheeks and things like that, right? As long as you can blend it properly. And I absolutely love them. So I got together with Doll 10, with the team at Doll 10, which, by the way, they are amazing. And I put together a trio for you guys, which I absolutely love. And this trio is available for you guys to go out and purchase now. And it's way more like cost effective for you guys to buy the trio than buy it separately, by the way. It is this here. Super excited. It's got my 3 favorite colors in there. We're going to be using them today. So if you remember, I put on the community post to have a cream eyeshadow ready. If you haven't already got this, then obviously use what you have. But I think maybe on the next live or the live after that, I'm going to use these again. So if any of you do get them, please do let me know, because then we can do a whole video together and everything. That'll be good. But yeah, I'm super excited. So make sure you do head out and go and get yours. Let me put the link in the chat now for you guys to actually go head over and grab yours so you have the link. So let me get this ready. There you go. Oh my God, Jazz is already waiting for hers to come. I love that. Okay, let's get this. There you go. That is the link, guys. Make sure you head on over, grab yours. And if you do want to see like a video, you know, a live coming up where we're using those so that you guys have yours too, let's do that, where we just focus on blending the eyes. And all we do is focus on how you actually use these, how you blend them, how you actually use like eye pencils and everything. So, and plus, you guys know I love eye pencils because they blend so easily and it's just so easy to create the most stunning look with them. So, oh, Francesca, you bought yours yesterday and you're getting it on Tuesday. I'm super excited. So excited. You must let me know what you think, because honestly, I'm so excited for you guys to use them. So let's go ahead and prime at the moment. And I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And I'm just going to put this all over the face. And just smooth this over. I'm just like giving myself a little mini facelift while we're here, which is only temporary. But, you know, I feel like it does work. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next up, what we're going to do, we are going to... And by the way, how cute is the packaging? I love this because it's not like a whole box you have to unbox. It's like you can see what you're getting and it's just so lightweight and easy. You guys are going to love it. I'm so excited for you guys. Okay. So, right, let's go to the concealer. Guys, get your concealer. So I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I am going to make sure I have my Beauty Blender ready and my Powder Puff ready and my powder ready. Okay, so make sure you have your powder ready. Now I'm using my One Size Translucent Setting Powder here. And what I'm doing is just put a bit in the lid. I don't care how messy it gets today, guys. This is just to figure out how you actually put everything on and how you use these products. So don't worry about, I mean, I'm telling you like it's my room you're sitting in, but I mean, you know, what I'm saying is focus on what we're doing. So, you know, don't worry about the mess. So get everything ready. I've also got my Real Techniques brush ready. Okay, that's another thing that you guys need. Everything is listed in my description, by the way, as well as the link to my eye set. And obviously I've put it on here anyway. So someone said, does the Hydro Grip make your skin look shiny? Always wondered how cosmetics feel with that as a start. So yes, it does look shiny when you first put it on, but obviously not after you've put everything on and you've mattified everything. So let's get started. I've got my concealer. I'm going to put just a little dot up here and up here. Now, I just want to explain to you, you may not need as much as me. Just put as much as you feel that you may need, not a lot. Honestly, a little goes a long way on the eyelids. And on top of that, because we're going to be using my eye trio set, you actually don't need much concealer on the eyes. And the only real reason I like to use it is because I obviously have a little bit of darkness there, but also I do feel like it's a good primer for the eyes. Now I've got my sponge and I'm going to now just put this all over, but I'm not really going too much on my lid here, right? And the same on this side. It's actually a really quick look, guys. And bear in mind, it's going to be quicker for you when you do this later as well, because obviously I won't be chatting along to the whole thing. So now I've got my powder puff. You want to make sure you keep looking down. I've got my powder here. I'm going to go into my powder like this, right? You can press it on the back of your hand just to make sure it takes off all the excess. Go over your eyelids. Again, you might not need as much powder as me. Just bear that in mind. And now dust it off. This amount works well for me. And honestly, I get zero creasing throughout the day. I don't ever have to worry about creasing on my eyelids at all. And I truly believe that it's this technique that is what helps. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're actually going to do the whole base and then we're going to go ahead to the eyes, because honestly, that's the great thing about this eye trio as well. It's not messy. So it's not something that you're going to feel like, okay, it's going to drop, it's going to smudge everywhere. It's so easy and clean and fuss-free to use that you can do your whole base first and then you can go ahead and do your eye makeup. So that's what I'm really excited about for you guys too. So I'm just going to get a wet wipe and just wrap it around my finger and just go over my brows, because I literally just put all the powder on my brows. There you go. Okay. Ooh, how's everyone doing so far? Doing okay? Okay, right. Next up, what are we doing? We're going to do the concealer again. Let me just grab this, clean my hand. Right, we're going to go, not concealer, sorry, we're going to go into the foundation, right? Because this whole look is something that, you know, is going to be something easy for you to do for work as well. So I don't want to complicate it, especially for a lot of you guys who don't necessarily do a lot of underpainting. That's for another day that we can do that. But I really wanted to focus on kind of like showing you how to do this really easy work look that's going to stay put all day. So we're going to get the foundation. Now, remember I said to you a light to medium coverage, right? We are using the MAC Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation here. And I'm going to get one pump on the back of my hand. We're going to kind of be sandwiching the concealer in. So it's not so much underpainting, but it is sandwiching it into the foundation. Now I've got my Sigma F85 brush, which is this kind of like kabuki brush. It's like you can really kind of put the foundation into the brush. And then we're going to go all over the face. Don't go over the eye area. We're just going over the face. Okay, I'm just reading some of your messages. I mean, you know, I say work look, and I think I said this last time as well, right? I said work look, but I feel like you don't really have a label on any kind of look. So like it really is up to you. Like it's not like you're walking around with a label on your head saying this is a work look, right? You can wear it wherever you want to wear it. I mean, I'm just calling it that so that, you know, it's easy. Okay, I'm happy with the amount of foundation that I have on now. And now what I'm going to do is go into my concealer. So I've got my concealer here. I'm going to go ahead and apply some here and here, right? So you apply a little bit here. You don't have to apply as much as I have, by the way. This works for me because I can get away with a bit more makeup, and also I really want you guys to be able to see it, but you might not need as much as me. Keep the shape and everything the same. Keep the application, keep everything else the same, but the amount of product you use, as long as it's not drastically different. I've seen people who I've taught before who have put a very, very tiny amount and it just doesn't do anything. And then also, I was just reading, I was like, what? I didn't get it. And then I was like, oh, it's to what I said. Someone put, I just imagine that, and it's pretty funny. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, what I just said. Yeah, so don't put such a small amount that it doesn't make any difference. Because if you're like, I can't see it, then clearly you need to apply more. But obviously don't apply more than me. I don't think you're going to need more than me, right? But so you want to like figure out how much. I think that's enough there. And that's it. I mean, like I said, along the way, you're going to figure out what is right for you. It may be that you kind of, practice a few times and then you figure out how much you need. Now, I have got my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush, and I'm going to use this just to do these bits here. You don't have to. You can use your sponge if you want to. It doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong way, but I just prefer using this because it's kind of quicker for me. So this bit here, you want to keep in that area because it's really about lifting and brightening that area. Don't worry if it looks a bit white, because don't forget we're going to be sandwiching it in. So I am going to get my sponge now, and this is where I'm going to buff this in. You want to go like that, right? So you're going like that, literally that quick, and keeping it in the area that you've applied it. You don't want to like spread it out too much. Don't worry if it looks like whitish, because it's maybe a bit brighter than the rest of your face. Because like I said, we're going to sandwich it in. I know that a lot of you are probably doing this, right? So you're not really going to be typing. So I totally get it. I feel like normally the live has so many people typing, and today it's like not many people are typing. And I reckon literally there's like at least, well, majority of you sitting there with all your makeup doing your makeup at the same time. I just laughed. I shouldn't have laughed. Don't laugh. Don't make any facial expressions during this moment. Very hard not to, right? Because if you haven't watched it yet, go and watch the Husband Does My Voiceover, and then you'll see how badly I demonstrated that. Okay, that's all nicely kind of buffed in. You can see it's quite light though, right? But don't worry about that. Okay, Shannon has put, when you took your, oh, okay, I can't see the message anymore. She's retracted the message. But you can put it back in if you want to. Feel free. Okay, so I'm going to take my foundation and put some on the back of my hand again. And have that ready. But first, I'm going to take my Doll 10 Infinite Eye Crayon, and I'm just going to show you something very quickly. Right, this is the shade Confidence, and I'm going to be using this just to sculpt. So, okay, Shannon's messages come back again. When you use your beauty blender to blend and the cream on your eye, did you pat it in, or did you pat and move at the same time? Pat. I'm patting. I'm moving my hand at the same time, but I'm not gliding the sponge along the skin. So I'm not kind of like, I'm not going like, I'm not smoothing. It's only ever patting the skin. It's never dragging on the skin, but you are moving your hand along, if that makes sense. So I have got this pencil and I have got my Hollywood complexion brush ready, right? So you want to get it ready because you want to blend immediately. Now, I'm not going to draw or anything because I want it really, really kind of like quite simple. I don't want to go crazy with this. So this is just going to add a little bit of kind of definition. And this is what I mean about thinking outside the box and using the products that you have. And that's another reason that I actually really love these products. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to kind of, if not, I mean, I always find it difficult when I say like top of the ear because everyone has different size ears. And I've been told I have weirdly small ears. I don't see it, but my family all told me I have really tiny ears. So when I say top of the ear, what I'm really saying is you want to kind of like, it might be at the bottom of your sideband, depending where that is, the top of your ear, like around this area here, right? Because I can see I have a slight kind of indent here, right? And that's really what I want to enhance. So what I want to do is I want to kind of, I'm just going to do a couple of dots there. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to blend this in. And can you see how that has given me that really nice, soft chisel there? It's super soft. And this is what I mean. You can use these pencils on your face too, as long as you know how to, right? And you need to make sure you apply, blend, apply, blend, apply, blend. That's the trick there, right? But can you see how immediately we've got that really nice, soft finish there? And it's so easy. You don't have to worry about drawing lines anywhere. It's just a couple of dots or even one maybe. Maybe you just need the one dot and that's it. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. And it's just literally so easy. Honestly, it's crazy. So anyway, firstly, how amazing is that, right? I just want to say that I'm absolutely in love with these pencils. You have to go and get yours. And also, guys, by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but if you go onto Instagram, if you guys are on Instagram and you do end up getting your pack, take a picture with it, or just if you don't want to be in the frame yourself, don't put it on the table, take a picture of it, tag me so that I can see it, and then I can repost it for you too, because I really, it just makes me happy knowing that you guys have gone out and you've got something that honestly I took a bit of time to really kind of like make sure it's something that you can very easily use. I could have picked anything, but I really wanted to pick pencils which like shades that I knew that would work for like most majority skin tones. I'm just going to take my slippers off. I was feeling hot. So yeah, I really wanted to put together something that I knew that would kind of appeal to the majority of people and just easy to kind of like use, because there are other shades that I use on myself as well, but they wouldn't necessarily work for everyone. So I've really thought about, right, what's going to work for everyone. So anyway, moving on, right? We want to, I've got these like little baby hairs. We want to get a bit of that foundation on the back of my hands, like I said. And this is where we're going to get, what we're going to get. Hold on. I've got a bit of, just dropped a bit there. Okay, we're going to get a bit of the foundation, which I've already got on the back of my hand. Yeah, so Jazz is saying, I never thought you could use them for contouring. I mean, this is the thing. It's really, honestly, you've got to look at what you have, what quality it is, and this is good quality, and the texture. And can you mix in your own technique to make it work? And you can. So I've already put the link in here. Some of you are asking, like, what is it? Let me just, I'm pinning the message, guys. So the link I have pinned. So you guys can click on that link, head over, grab yours, okay? Because you guys are going to love this kit. 3 pencils. It's way cheaper getting it in this pack than it is getting them separately. And you're going to see why you're going to need all 3. So I've got my foundation and I've got my brush, my sponge now. And I'm going to go into the foundation, make sure I get it onto the sponge. And this is where I'm just going to very lightly go over, you know, where we applied the concealer on the under eye, and just over the cheeks a little bit. And that's it. Okay, that's literally it. Next up, we are going to get our blush. So I have actually got a blush that I never thought I would actually use, only because I just didn't think it was going to be that good. I know, I'm probably judging a book by its cover, but it's by She Glam. And they sent me this over, and I was like, I've seen loads of TikTok videos and people using this, and just fell into the whole trap of thinking, you know, they've probably been paid to post about it. And they're maybe they have been, but I just feel like you can always tell, can't you, when someone's like just not even, you know, I mean, for me, this Stole 10 thing, you've seen me actually use their products over and over and over again before I've even come out with this. Whereas, you know, some people just randomly post about it. I'm just being honest here. But this is a liquid blush, and it's called Love Cake. And it's actually really good, right? So I've put the link in the description. You want to go ahead and apply just a little bit there. Can you see it's like this pinkish color? It's actually a really nice pink color. And I'm going to get a beauty blender. You can get any one, get the back of it. Oh, got the wrong one there. And I'm just going to buff this in. And I'm just patting. And I've applied it in the top part there. Let me put a bit more. It's a really nice color as well. I think it's the color mainly that I'm like genuinely loving. I want to answer some questions in a second. Okay, let's see. Okay, so for contour blending, can I use a normal slanted blush brush, please? Yes, you can, Susanna. Someone's put, Bonnie has put, I will try your Doll 10 concealer. It's, they're actually, guys, they're eye pencils, but I use them for all sorts of things. So what I'm saying is, forget about what it's called. I'm showing you it's a multi-use product. You can use it on so many different areas. And that's what I really want to share with you guys. And that's why I wanted to put together that whole trio for you guys. So make sure you do head over and get yours. And if you do, while you're watching this, let me know that you've just gone and got yours. Just reading some more. Yes. So someone said, when you're saying you're using the brush on your cheeks, so you're saying patting quickly. I'm always patting. I'm never dragging. I'm always patting. So that's that. Next up, what I want to do is I do want to kind of like sculpt a little bit more before I set everything. So I'm going to go back in with my Doll 10 pencil in Confidence. And this is where I'm going to get my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood complexion brush. This is my other one. I've got two of them, one I use on dark colors. And I'm going to use this small size. So you can get any brush which you can kind of like use to blend small sections. And we will kind of like sculpt a little bit more there. I feel like we could do with a little bit more sculpting there. But I'm going to show you the nose now, right? So, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a line on either side there. See that? And I'm going to very quickly blend that in. I honestly cannot get over how easy it is to blend these pencils. I love them. Straight away. Did you see that? That's crazy. Okay, now I'm just going to do a little V because I like the little button nose. Don't kill me. I love it. There you go. I'm happy with that. Okay, now I am going to use the shade. I can never pronounce this, but it's the cafe. I don't know how you say it. Cafe au lait. I even changed the tone of the way I said that. I don't know how you say it, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just go down there. And I love this one because this is literally like a skin color pencil. And I'm just going to do it there. That's it. Okay. Now that I've done that, I'm going to get my sponge and whatever was left on it, there's nothing extra here. I'm just kind of like going over my nose, and all this is doing is just adding a little bit of kind of just finishing it off, just kind of tying it all up together. Now, I did say I'm going to add a little bit more sculpting, which I think I will. I'm just going to apply it there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's a decent amount. Wait till you see what else these pencils can do. It's pretty crazy. And then maybe we'll just do a little bit here. And all of this is optional, by the way, you know, like, because obviously you might not want to do this, but I'm happy with that. Okay, now I'm going to go into my powder. So get your powder, put it into the lid so that you've got a decent amount. Yeah, I've got mine here. I'm just reading some questions. Let me have some water. Okay. Get your sponge. Make sure you've got no creases on the under eye area. You want to get rid of them all. Let your sponge soak up all those creases. And then you want to get your powder puff, go into your powder, and then set. Always do the under eye first because it's the first place to crease. And then go along here. Hold on, let me just pat this down a little bit. There you go. Go along here. This helps to lift the whole area, by the way. And look, it may feel or look like a lot right now, but trust me, this will stay on all day. There you go. Now, we're going to get a big fluff brush. We're going to get a big fluff brush and nothing on the brush. We're just going to dust all this off. Don't do the under eyes because we've got a smaller brush for that. And then just dust it off like that. Okay. There you go. I've literally got powder all over me. So basically, this is going to end up looking more lived in a little while when your natural oils come out. But when you first apply powder, it's always going to look a little bit overly matte. A little bit overly matte? Overly matte. It's going to look overly matte. So don't worry about that, though, because it takes a little bit of time for it to kind of like just sink in a bit. So, it always hurts my back sitting here. Anyway, so Shannon has put that she lives in Somerville and the humidity is horrendous. Do you have any advice on being able to beautify my face? Yes, this whole routine is going to keep your face, your makeup on all day, honestly. Okay, so I know a lot of people, this is just, Summer's just said something, and I don't even know if this is what she meant, but this is something that I've noticed as as well. It might not even be what you're trying to say. But I've noticed some people, I'm just cleaning my brows, do actually pat the powder onto the face, and that's all they keep doing is they keep patting it in. And you can do that, but you are definitely going to get more of a cakey finish that way. This way, with what I'm saying, is you pat it on, you don't wait, you immediately brush it off. That's all you need. You don't need to let it marinate on the skin, because that is going to give you more of a cakey finish. This is going to give you more of a softer finish, but it lasts all day. Okay, so next up, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly do the brow so that we look semi-normal. So what I'm going to do now is just add some brow hairs using my brow pen. So I think some of you said that you don't have brow pens. That's fine. You can skip this bit if you don't. But I'm just going to add some brow hairs at the front of my brow. I like to thicken my brows quite a lot. So there you go. And I usually just kind of mainly focus on the underside of the brow, because I have more space there. Yeah. See how that has like thickened the front of my brow there? It just looks more normal than what it did before. Okay. This whole looking in the screen at the same time is really deceiving to me, because like you always look different in a screen than what you do in the mirror. So just drawing a few hairs in the front section. That's fine. That's fine. Whew, okay. Now I'm going to get my brow pencil. And this is my brow cheat, my Charlotte Tilbury brow cheat in natural brown. And I'm going to start now kind of like shaping my brow mainly. But this bit that I did with the brow pen gives me a good idea of like what direction and everything to go. But I'm going to make sure I've got this in the right spot. So we go straight along here. This is different for each person, so it's very difficult for me to explain this, because obviously there's so many different people doing this with different shaped eyes and everything. It doesn't mean this shape is going to suit everyone. But the way that I'm holding the pencil is upright. So I'm always making sure that the tip of the lead is what's touching my skin. If I hold it like this, I'm not getting a precise finish, because what I'm getting is the side of the pencil, which is actually not going to be very clean. It's going to be quite blurred. Whereas what I want is a nice clean line. So that's why I'm holding it upright, and I'm using my little finger to rest on my face as I'm doing this. I'm just doing the tail of the brow. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's go over and do the other one. This is the brow that I hate. This is the brow that I absolutely hate. What is going on with this brow? Honestly, hate this brow at the moment. I hate it when there's no Botox. The Botox fixes this brow. I always have to go back and correct this brow. And I'm going to show you how I do that in a sec. This brow is always a disaster. What is wrong with it? It's not, I just don't know what it is with this brow. It's really annoying. Anyway, I'm going to get a lip brush, right? And I remember I put this in the list. You want a lip brush. You want a little bit of the concealer that you used. Ooh. And I'm going to get a little bit of that. I usually just grab it from the side, put it on the back of my hand, and then coat this lip brush with the concealer. But I want to make sure I get a tissue and just squeeze it. Right, now I know I've gone a little bit too high with my brow here. So I'm using the tip to clean it up. That's a little bit better. I don't know, this brow is just naturally higher than the other one, and it's just a pain in my... Okay, it's getting there. So I'm just literally dragging it down a bit. And it's not only correcting a mistake, it's actually correcting the position of my natural brow. So I'm going to go back in with my pencil. And I'm just going to like fill in this a little bit more. Okay. Whatever. I honestly, this brow is just honestly, it just annoys me. I don't know what to say about it. It just annoys me that much. Okay. Okay, I think I'm kind of happy with that. Last thing I want to do, I'm not going to look at them too long because this is what they do to me. Stress me out. So let me just grab my other brow pen. This is my Anastasia Beverly Hills one. And this is where I just go over all the way across with just some brow hairs. There you go. That's it. And we're done. Let me read some messages. Oh, I'm stressed. See, brows always stress me out. Okay. Just purchased. Oh, Maritza, that's amazing. So excited for you to receive them. Angela's put they look quite symmetrical. Yeah. If only my eyes would say that same thing, would tell me the same thing. Yes, if you go to, so Shannon has said, do I have another video which is like showing a bit more close up on the brows? If you go to my playlist, hit browse. There's a browse playlist, and then you'll find one in there. It's maybe a little bit old now, so I might do a new one soon, but you're going to love it. Okay, moving on to the most exciting part, which is the eyes right now. Using my trio. This is, again, for any of you newbies, my trio is available for you to buy at Doll 10. I used these pencils for contouring, and I'm going to use them on my eyes as well. These pencils are amazing, much cheaper if you buy this pack rather than them single. So make sure you head over and buy them. Link is pinned on the chat there, so just go over and grab yours before they sell out, because there's limited quantities available, by the way. So yeah, you want to make sure you grab yours, especially if you want to like do a full focused eye look with me on a future live, which is going to be in the next couple of weeks. So moving on, let's start with this one, which is the cafe au lait. My husband's going to be watching this, like literally just shaking his head because he knows what I'm like with pronunciation. Okay, so we're going to use this one. I like to use this, right, which I've already used it on my nose, which you guys saw, right? But I actually also like using this as a base on my whole eye after I've just got out whatever was annoying me. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this over the whole eye. You don't need to blend much with this, with these pencils, full stop. And that's why I love them. So all you want to do is grab yourself a eyeshadow brush. I'm going to use the BK Beauty 203 brush. It's a standard eyeshadow brush, right? So you can see it's just a standard eyeshadow brush. I'm sure you guys have got something like that, right? Now, what you want to do is you want to get this, you want to paint this over your lid. If you are using any other normal cream eyeshadow, then do the same thing. I'm going to grab this brush. I'm going to just kind of brush it over just so that it all kind of like doesn't look so drawn in. There you go. Firstly, there's a couple of reasons I like using this. One is because I feel that it actually does brighten the eye area, which I think, yeah, you can see. Look, you can see it brightens the whole eye area, right? So it brightens it up so you can use it on other areas depending on your skin tone. And secondly, because it acts as a really good base for when you're applying the darker shade. Now, the darker shade is Confidence, and I've got my, where's my brush? I've got my Charlotte Tilbury Eye Smudger brush, which basically looks like this. Can you see that? So you just want to brush like that. So that's that. Now, I'm going to do this bit by bit, one eye at a time. Yeah, this is where I applied it. So I'm going to basically apply this really close to my lash line. And you know what the great thing is? You don't have to worry about how neat it looks. Look how messy I've applied it. All we're doing is applying it really close to the lash line. See, I didn't even worry about how thin that is or anything. You've got your brush. You're going to now, let me go this way so you can see. Go down. I'm pressing like that. And you are going to be honestly shocked at how quickly these blend. There we go here. Go down into the lash line. How quick was that, guys? Now do you understand why you need these? Not only have I used them on my face to contour, my nose and my cheeks and my jawline is all contoured with this pencil. I'm also creating a smoky eye look with it. It's insane. You are welcome. So we've done that smoky lash line, right? Now what I want to do is I want to add a little bit of a, like, drag it upwards and outwards a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit here. Just a little dot there. See that? Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to drag this up. But I'm pressing very lightly. And then you know what the great thing is? You can use your fingers. Because it's so much of a, like, a soft fluid formula that just melts into your skin. I mean, look at that. Oh, just nearly dropped my mirror. That would not have been good. Crazy, right? Guys, it's insane. You need this trio. And the reason I'm going on about it is because I really want you guys to actually get it in time for either the next live or the live after, because I'm going to see how many of you actually let me know that you've got it. So that we can actually do this whole, like, do a different look, but focus purely on the eyes. Like, let's just focus on eye makeup and bring it a bit closer, you know, so you guys can see. So please do head out and get yours. So, okay, now that we've done that, what I want to do is add a little bit to the lower lash line. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to look up a little bit so you guys can really see. I'm just going to do a couple of dots here. That's it. Just did a couple of dots there. And then all I'm doing is going back and forth. And that's it. Look at that. See? I have to look straight ahead because even I haven't had a look. Okay, there you go. So that's that. Now I'm going to get the other pencil, which is Macchiato. And this has a very slight kind of like sheen in there, but so subtle. That's why I like it. I don't like a lot of shimmer. So with this, what I'm going to be doing is actually I'm going to apply this right underneath the lower lash line, but just on the inner corner there. And that's going to just help to open up the eye area a bit without it being in that really obvious place, which is in the inner corner. So it's just on the inner part of the lower lash line. And you can apply that in the middle of the eye if you want, you know, for more shimmer, but that's completely up to you. Okay, Sean, is it Sean? Sean just bought the Doll 10 Trio. Oh my God, I can't wait for you guys to use them either, honestly. Jacqueline said, is this good for hooded eyes? Amazing for hooded eyes. You know what's amazing about these pencils is that they're easy to blend, but once they dry, they stay in place. I've not had any kind of like, you know, like transfer or anything. It's not faded through the day. It stayed on. Trust me when I tell you, trust me, like, I'm always so truthful with you guys. Like, I'm always very transparent about things that don't really, you know, I don't like and things that I do love. And you know that when I'm actually genuinely in love with something, I'm quite, what's the word? Like, expressive about it, right? And I have been using these products way before I decided to do anything with them. I didn't even know if I would have that opportunity to do anything with them. It just so happens that the team at Doll 10 like were watching my videos and stuff, and they saw that I kept using these pencils over and over again, and I was multitasking with them. So I have been using them for so long before I even did anything like this. So they ticked every box for me, and that's why I love them, and that's why I keep using them. So yes, they are perfect for hooded eyes. You're going to love them. Okay. And you know what? The other great thing is they actually do like blush stick, like they do these same sticks, but like for lips, and you can use them on cheeks as well. So yeah, there's loads of stuff that they do. But anyway, that is that eye look. Let's finish this whole eye look off before we actually move on to the next one. So we're going to just curl these lashes a bit. That's it. Not long to go, guys. We're going to get the YSL Lash Clash mascara. We're going to just apply mascara. I actually can't wait for you guys to create this look with these pencils, because I know 100% using this technique that I have taught you with these pencils, you guys are going to be shocked at how amazing it looks. And I can promise you there are going to be people giving you compliments. This trio launched a few days ago, and I've already had some people. Great, I've just got mascara on my. We'll figure out. I'll tell you how to take that off after. I've already had some people say to me that they've had people say to them, you know, that people saying to them they love it. We're going to let that little mistake dry so I can show you how we can correct that. Now, I am going to get another. Actually, I'm going to do that at the end so that you guys can see as it's optional. We're going to go to the other eye now. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to use cafe au lait, whatever it is, right? And we're going to put this over the whole lid. Look at the difference. Look how much I have made that stand out and how easy it was. Let's get rid of this. There you go. If you make a mascara mistake, let it dry and then take it off with a spoolie. Okay, get that pencil. Is this the right one? Yeah. Go over the whole lid. And you can either use your finger or a brush, to be honest. You don't have to use a brush. That's fine. Okay, now we're going to get this, draw it over the lash line, get the brush. I've got something in my eye. There you go. And then just flick down into the lash line. And then apply a little bit more at the end there. And then with your finger, you can drag. It's so weird with one eye with mascara. Okay, go underneath there, how we did before. So yeah, I thought some of you, like Jazz has said that she's had to improvise today because obviously she's just ordered. Have you ordered them? Yeah, you did order them. Yeah, so once you get them, guys, let me know, because then we can put together a whole like video and like show you how to actually you know, do a bit more of a kind of just focused on the eyes. But I really wanted to show you overall today how you can use them. So now we're going to use macchiato, and this is where we applied it just there. That doesn't even need blending. It's that good. And then we are going to curl the lashes. Oops. And then some mascara. Let's make sure we don't get any mascara on my... Yeah. Oh, hold on. I feel like I need a bit more. Yeah. Oh, now I feel like I need more on the other side. I feel like I applied more actually on that side. So this is where this confuses me when I'm looking in the laptop. Okay. Right, next up, I just want to very quickly show you something using Confidence, which is the dark brown. I've got my Sigma Beauty E06 brush, and I'm going to take some of this. Let me see if I can show you close up. Oh, there you go. Just going like that. There you go. And I'm basically going to draw. I'm going to, this is optional, right? See that? And you can like thicken it, so you can actually do a whole like brown liner look with this if you want to. And I just like to use my finger to drag it out a bit, but it just kind of gives it a bit of a different effect. That's optional, like I said. You don't have to do that. Yeah, I'm super happy with that. Okay, lastly, what I want to do with this pencil, with the Cafe au Lait one, I'm just going to call it that. I want to get my lip brush and I'm going to basically do the same thing, right? So I've got it on my lip brush. And you could use the pencil actually, like the actual pencil directly if you want to. But this is a really good way to just kind of like almost sharpen your brow area. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to very quickly do the lips. This is the last bit. But firstly, we're going to make them look a little bit bigger. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use this dark pencil there and there. Right, what this is going to do is actually make them look bigger that way. We're going to get this. Keep it in the same place. See that shadow? See that shadow there? Now we're going to get a lip pencil and you're going to see the finished result with this shadow with everything else on. So on its own, obviously it's going to look a bit like you've kind of got a little bit of a moustache, but it's going to be fine once you apply the lip pencil. So we've got my Anastasia lip pencil in Mocha. Line your lips as normal. You can go a little bit above if you want. And then just feather in a little bit. There you go. Can you see how that makes the lips look bigger like that? Okay, so someone has put, can someone tell me what 3 eye pencils are? The link is pinned in the comments. So I have pinned the link there for you. So it's the whole set that I've used throughout, right? This whole eye look, everything is using all 3 of these pencils. So you're better off getting it in this pack because it's cheaper. So, okay, lip pencil is done. Otherwise, I'm sure someone will help you out and just point you to the link. I am now going to just, sorry, I've got all this powder in here. I just want to put it back in the actual powder. I don't want to waste any. Okay. Oh, yeah. Lipstick is Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Velvet in Peachy Nude. Nude. Okay, just a little bit at the bottom is more than enough. I'm going to get a lip brush. Let's blot. I want to go in with a little bit more lip pencil. Just want to darken my. Okay. I think that's more or less done. The only thing I'm probably going to do is just add a little bit of bronzer. And I'm using my One Size Made for Shade trio and my veil brush. And I'm just kind of like going to go along the perimeter of the face just to kind of like warm up my face because I feel like it's looking a bit white. Okay. Last bit is my liquid highlighter. Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in number 5. I'm going to get some on the back of my hands like that. And going to get a spare sponge. Buff into the sponge. And then there. I love this highlighter. It's so good. Yeah. Guys, done. What do you think? See what I mean? Oh my God, you need these pencils, guys. I'm so excited for you guys. Let me just grab it so I can show you. Okay, so let me read through some comments. Who's got theirs already? Who's got theirs already? Yeah, a lot more practice, but you're going to get it. Yeah, hopefully you guys have seen the link. Yes, the Beauty Blender is damp. What other Doll 10 products do I recommend? I think what I'm going to do is maybe another video where maybe I use a few more of the Doll 10 products as well, you know, like for the face and everything, because there's actually quite a few that we could use, which I really do love, because I love some of their face filters as well. I would highly recommend some of their face filters. They're all the way on the other side of the room, so I'm going to use them on maybe next week's live. But yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to grab hold of your trio set. Super excited. I just think it's a really cute set as well, right? It's just cute. It's cute and it works. You can use it on the face, on the eyes. I've used it on my jawline. I've used it on along this area here for this kind of like really nice kind of making my cheekbone pop, to sharpen my jawline. I've used it on the eyes. I've used it on my nose. I've used it on the lips to contour to make my lips look bigger. So much you can do with these pencils, and I know you guys are going to love them. So I'm really, really excited for you guys to try it. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for joining me today. Oh, that was tiring. Will you be saving this live? Yes, this live is going to be saved. So how have your looks come out? Tell me, guys. I want to know, how have your looks come out? I know obviously it's the first time that we've done something like this where you guys have got your products together and you've got them laid out and you're doing them at the same time as me. But I would really love to know how it came out. Please, please bear in mind, don't expect this to be perfect the first time you do it with me, because I feel like every live that we do it, you're going to be better and better and better. And what I would highly recommend, I don't always pre-plan my looks like I did for this one. Like, so obviously I put a post out saying these are all the products you're going to need. What I would recommend is keep that list, because that's more or less what you're going to need on most lives. There might be the odd product here and there. I would just get all of your makeup out and ready just so that you have everything there. But you have a rough idea of what you're going to need per live session, right? So I would recommend getting those things out per live session, getting it ready, getting set up so you have everything. And now that you've done this first live with me, where we've done it at the same time, I think it gives you a good idea in terms of like what you need to have to hand, right? Have some tissues to hand, have some wet wipes to hand, just have, you know, what else you need, you know, just in case. And obviously next time you're going to have these so that we can actually do this together. And what I really want to do is focus on doing one which is purely for the eyes. And I think that that's going to be a really good one using this, because I want to be able to teach you how to do this eye look with these products exactly the same, so that you guys are literally all out there rocking this same eye look. It's going to be amazing. So thank you so much for joining me. I would love to know. So I think someone's put Jazz has put, okay, not too shabby, came out pretty good. I'm really glad. But imagine it's going to get better and better, right? So that's the great thing about it. Maritza said it's cute, great all-in-one to carry on vacation. Exactly. Like, honestly, I've been on my little staycays and stuff, and I've taken these with me, and it's pretty amazing how it cuts out the need for packing so much other makeup, because it does so much. It's just so versatile. So I think you guys are going to like it. Susanna has put, this is my favorite look. Thank you. I'm glad. Lynette has said video on just the eyes would be awesome. Okay. So I'm not too sure how long it's going to take to get to you. That's why I'm thinking that, is it going to take like, I don't know how long it's going to take to get to you if you've ordered it today. I'm hoping you receive it within a week, so that, but just to be safe, how about we do it not next Sunday, but the Sunday after. Next Sunday, we'll do something else, but the Sunday after, we'll do just the eye look, so that you guys can really kind of like just do the eye look. How about I just make a quick note of that, because I forget everything. So, okay, so that would be Sunday is... And then I'll zoom in a little bit more for that live so that you guys can really see how we do it. And we're going to be using these. So grab yours now so that we can use these on that whole live. I'm putting a reminder in. So that's for not the 7th, but it'll be on the 14th. Okay. Done. I've got a reminder on. We're going to be doing close-up eyes on the 14th. Okay. Shannon has said, can I get a suggestion on the best lighted makeup mirror to use? I do think that the Ricky, is it Ricky? I don't know. Those ones are really good. Those ones are pretty good. So I would highly recommend them. I have a big one that sits over there for my day-to-day makeup when I'm not filming, and it's pretty good. Personally, I really like the ring lights with the mirror in the middle, because I think like a close-up mirror, because I like getting really up close into the mirror. Like, literally, I nearly dropped the lipstick. It was like rolling off slowly. But I really like sitting, like being able to like see close-up. So I would recommend the ring like that for that, because you can move it around and everything, and set it up wherever you want to set it up. But the Ricky or Ricky whatever, that mirror is really, really good. The lighting is really good for it. So yeah, anyway guys, I'm sending you loads of love, and I'm really excited for you to go out with this whole look on. But what I'm really excited about is to do this whole close-up eye look, and for you guys to get better at this, and each time get better and better and better, so that we can really kind of like just perfect your makeup skills. Make sure you grab yours. Don't forget, you're going to love it. And yeah, have an amazing Sunday. Sending you loads of love. Love you loads. Love you loads, guys. Bye.